No more joint pain, no more leaky gut, no more sleep disturbance, and no more lupus symptoms. That's the story of my latest client to solve lupus ANA positive autoimmune disease all naturally in 6 weeks after joining my clinic and using the mind-gut immunity method. Lots of important lessons here, so don't miss this. Hi there, I'm Dr. Chanu Dasari, a surgeon who specializes in reversing gut microbiome dysfunction and autoimmune inflammation. My technique for reversing symptoms in as little as 6 weeks has helped thousands of patients over the years and is called the mind-gut immunity method. And if you would like to learn more, please visit mgiclinic.com and request a discovery call. Now, in this upcoming video, you'll meet one of my clients who struggled with lupus and ANA-positive autoimmune inflammation. She's joined here by her husband to give us an update. They noticed that with better diet, better digestion, better sleep, better exercise, and better stress management, her symptoms went away. In fact, she noticed that her swelling and joint pain improved by over 98%. She also noticed her cholesterol improved and her fluid retention resolved as a bonus. So let's get started. So you've had a chance to do the program now for a while. What are some positive benefits you've seen since joining the Mind-Gut Immunity Clinic?
Weight loss, and my hips don't hurt.
Yeah.
You know, that IT band thing's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Not as stiff, you know, joint-wise.
Joint-wise are getting better. Okay.
So we sleep a lot better.
Sleep a lot because you guys are both doing it, right? You guys are Netflixing it, right? You guys are sharing an account, right?
Well, he's my chef.
That's
so
great.
He's not going to make 2 meals.
That's great. That's great. What have you noticed? Have you noticed you're sleeping better? What else?
Well, we don't have the amount of joint pain that we had.
Yeah.
And so I would just say our overall well-being has improved. It's you know, and it happens gradually. It's just like a lot of other things. It sort of happens gradually. I mean, in my case, I would say my prostate has improved with my urine flow. It's just taking the weight off is you know, is a positive thing.
My lab work was better.
I know, even your doctor was surprised.
Yeah, he was. He said, you know, it hasn't looked this good forever.
So, you know, what we've found is organic. Anything that we can get that's organic, we get organic.
Yeah.
And for meat, I bought Australian grass-fed, grass-finished beef to have.
Yeah.
And if we have chicken, then we have organic chicken. So it's just, and we mix up our own salad dressing with avocado oil and lemon and some spices and things. So we've learned that limiting sugar is a good thing.
Yeah.
And like we tried a organic frozen fruit bar, and both of us the next day our joints hurt. Yeah. Something in it we reacted to, so we don't have those. And so it's just we've just become aware that some things don't work well for us, and you know, no hydrogenated anything. And as I think as you've said, if it ain't grown in the ground or it's not natural,
don't eat it.
Don't get it.
Right. It works.
So no processed stuff. We don't do it. So there's just a general you know, improvement in well-being. I would say Marilyn's stuff is just
way better.
Yeah. So
yeah, Marilyn, tell me a little more. Like, I know you had a lot of symptoms when you started, right? Can you go into that?
Yeah. Well, my lungs are still not great. Better than most people with this stage of COPD. I haven't seen a lot of improvement in that.
Yeah.
Except that I'm not hauling around an extra 13 to 20 pounds.
Right.
I'm not retaining any fluid.
Yeah.
I mean, think a lot of that weight was from processed food and the added salt. I just feel better. I really want cookies and a treat once in a while, but we've pretty much held off that to because when we have had it, joint pain.
Yeah.
What
percentage of your pain, your joint pain, your fatigue would you say has improved since starting this program?
Oh, joint pain, probably 98% better.
Wow.
Than it was. Those hips kept me awake at night. The tendonitis like in them. I'm still tired because I need to exercise more, but I'm tired. So we're walking about 1.5 miles a day. Haven't gotten to the gym yet.
I know. I designed that custom exercise plan for you.
I know. Yeah, that isn't happening right now. It will. In fact, we're supposed to.
We're still very early. We're still very early.
Yeah, we're supposed to start lifting weights today. Just starting on our arms, and just I don't know. I'm sleeping so much better. That magnesium works. If my cold feet don't keep me awake,
right, I
just go right to sleep. If my feet are so cold to keep me awake, it takes about 2 hours. But he says I look like I'm dead laying over there.
That's great. I remember when we did our intake assessment, the sleep thing was something we were all kind of worried about, right? We said, it's been such a big deal for you for such a long time because it was very hard for you to get sleep. And I think that was one of the problems you solved like right away almost.
Yep. If other than my cold, like I said, my toes get so cold that it's bothersome. But other than that, and I mean, I sleep. I sleep. That's really great. Soundly.
That's great because that wasn't the case when we.
No, it was not. I was a tosser and turner, and I know I kept him up because I'd flip every so many minutes because of my hips hurting, and it just. And I've told everybody I know about that magnesium trick.
Oh yeah, you like it, right?
Yes, I do.
That's good. That's good. Hey, I was going to ask, before joining this program, you had doctors you were seeing. You still have doctors that you're seeing to help with your issues. What would you say some of the limitations were in terms of traditional healthcare and getting some of these things resolved?
Well, they prescribe medicine instead of trying to do it other ways. Like I quit taking the statin that I didn't want to take to begin with. I quit taking it in my you saw my cholesterol so low.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see my cardiologist tomorrow, so I'll let you know what he
thinks. Are you gonna fess up? You're gonna let him know, hey, I fixed my cholesterol on my own.
Well, first my cholesterol it was still within normal limits, but they wanted me on it for inflammation. And I took it about 3 months, and then when we started this, I went off it, and my cholesterol just with the diet just
went way down.
Well, look, we know that the reason why we contacted you in the first place is the standard practitioner is looking for a symptom in a drug. Functional practitioner is looking at it and saying, what's causing this? And number one, how's your diet? And your gut's probably screwed up, and you've probably got a leaky gut, and you've probably got all these things causing whatever's made it bad is making it worse. Yeah. And that's just, we know that that's the case at this point. We know that diet is a huge factor in your health. And so eating healthy, eating better stuff, making sure that when we are eating things that they have eaten well. So we're eating something else that has eaten well, or we're eating some plant or vegetable that has been grown properly. Yeah. So we're not eating glyphosates, and we're not eating pesticides, and so that's just a big thing.
My internist was very happy.
We've got 65 to 70 years worth of bad juju in the diet. So,
you got quick fast. You know, you
well,
felt,
we've improved a lot in a hurry. There's no doubt about that. I
Yeah.
think that we've got more to go.
yeah.
If we can, it's a heck of an adjustment to make sure that you get the food and you've got the right food and you're preparing it and eating it. That's a heck of an adjustment.
There's like a learning curve of like 2 or 3 weeks, right? On
Oh
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but still,
You have a food coach full time that looks over every single food diary you send me, I'm looking over, right? And we're like trying to troubleshoot and do things like that. If you ever need help with that, we're always here. And it's not, and by the way, I know we're talking about diet, but keep in mind digestion, sleep, stress,
oh yeah,
exercise. These are all things you've addressed in this short period of time.
yeah.
Yeah. My internist was really happy. I've only been going to her about a year. My one that I had for 40 years retired. And I told her what we were doing and she thought that was great.
She
Didn't
loved it.
suggest it herself, but yeah, she's kind of.
It's hard to do this in a traditional medical setting.
It's
not that there's not data on this. This is actually called risk factor modification and lifestyle optimization. This is actually like, when we go to medical school and we're reading the medical school textbooks on any disease process, the first thing that it says is counsel patients on lifestyle modification.
Yes.
And
nursing too.
Risk factor, right? Nursing too, right? It's always the first thing that we're supposed to do as clinicians. But what happens is that we're so limited on time and we're so limited in what we can do. It really requires like kind of like an in-depth coaching atmosphere with a kind of a structure set up to allow for these types of things to happen. And by the way, you have to make sure that the person you're working with actually is well informed of these topics. Right? Like if they don't know about gut microbiome dysfunction, if they don't know about phytonutrients or plant-based micronutrients and how they can help solve inflammation in your joints, in your body, if your practitioner doesn't know that and doesn't live that themselves, it's very hard to like kind of take them seriously. You're just kind of like, well, and they may give you like all this scattered information that's not clear. They may say like, this is okay, this is not okay, right? And you may not get the clear answers that you're seeking.
Yeah, well, she was excited for me that we were addressing your gut biome. She goes, that's very important. Of course, I thought you never mentioned it, but she keeps me relatively healthy, but never mentions that stuff. So she was happy when I did.
What would you say has helped you the most in the Mind Gut Immunity program?
Following the diet.
Diet for sure, yeah.
Diet for sure.
And what would you say? So now that you're on your way to full recovery, right? Obviously, there's some things we're still working out, but what are you looking forward to the most? And what are you most excited about with being recovered? Like, what are you hoping to do?
To have more energy.
Yeah.
Just
the stuff that you like, right?
Yeah. Just have more energy. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's to me.
That's good. The fatigue has improved somewhat during this time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm sleeping better, so I get up and I'm not dragging around.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot better. And you know how it is. It's hard for you to judge yourself, but I can see that she's just not moping around all the time.
I never moped.
just doesn't want to do anything and blah blah. So we can go, we can move, we can do things. It's vastly improved. And
so you're saying it's vastly improved. That's your opinion.
I am saying it's bad. I'm saying her sleep is just there's just no comparison in between before and after my own. Heck, I go to sleep within a matter of 5 minutes or so when I hit the pillow now. So and I don't wake up in a fog.
Okay? Brain fog, you mean? Mental fog. Yeah.
Exactly. From not getting any good REM sleep. So I'm getting it. I feel better. I know she's getting it. She feels better. So
I can't nap during the day anymore.
It's
we took away your naps. Oh no.
Always lay down like around 2 in the afternoon for like an hour. Oh no, now I lay there and I'm not, I still lie down and stretch and, but I can't, it's like, well, I'm not tired enough.
You're not tired enough to nap.
Yes, but I do lie down.
Understood.
Well, I would say the whole thing, the probiotics and the digestive enzymes, everything, it's just like, it's a synergistic thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all working together.
Yeah.
And so and then it's a matter of, we understood it, that you've got to expel what you got in your system with the thing of the milk of magnesia and taking a crap at least 2 times a day to get this stuff out of your system and to start bringing the new stuff in, and for your gut to heal and for you to be able to absorb the nutrients in your colon and everything. So you're just trying to reset everything, and we did, and it does work. And so, I mean,
one of us was whiny about having to take that milk of magnesia. He didn't like it.
It's so important to reset the gut microbiome. And I think, this is an area that I would say many practitioners don't do so well. I would say that's a secret to our success, right? It's like we bring a lot of focus back into the I mean, as you've seen the lectures, right? 80% of inflammation of the immune system is actually in the gut. So even though you're feeling it in your joints and feeling it in other areas of your body, primarily where it's starting is in the gut. So if you can fix it in the gut, if you can fix these things like gut microbiome dysfunction, diet, digestion, sleep, stress, exercise, if you fix these things, then the inflammation goes away, and that's really what you're experiencing.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Yeah. Okay, what advice would you give to somebody who is struggling with immune inflammation and digestive dysfunction?
Clean up your diet and work on your biome, just like we did.
You gotta do the reset. You have to do the milk of magnesia and clean everything out and start fresh. You just have to do that.
Good probiotics.
Yeah, you just have to do it.
Yeah,
It's not going to work if you don't.
Most of them are kind of useless, I would say. But I would tell you that. Yeah, I even I've had a few patients actually have the wrong probiotic, and it increases inflammation. And so it's and these are like very highly regarded probiotics out there with tons of data behind them. And I've had people have problems with them. So it's just very important to kind of know which ones are safe and which ones produce results.
Yeah, I'd say they should try it.
She is completely symptom-free and feeling great. No blood, no mucus, no fatigue, no joint pain, no brain fog, and improved bowel function. She said the most helpful part of the program was having a detailed framework for reducing inflammation in an evidence-based approach for managing her risk factors. So I hope you enjoyed that segment. If you enjoyed my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you think this will help someone you know, be sure to repost a link to this video. As always, I'm Dr. Chanu Dasari with the Mind Gut Immunity Clinic. Let me know if I can help you out.